really strange. I don't see too many bugs. There's no like crickets, grasshoppers. Thank goodness there's no mosquitoes, no gnats, which is good. There's a couple things. Cool flower. Let's go up by the wall here. See if the view changed in 2 years. Again, make sure you go watch Searching for Castle Oster video. Even though that's not technically the name. I don't know where I got that from. I think when I first got here, still a rookie at exploring, and I found somebody's vlog or blog or something, and that's what they called it. And I went with it, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but again, I learn as I go. So, all right, let's go up here. You can see more. Height is always a good advantage, especially back in the day when your enemies only had sticks, arrows, and stones. Beach is filling up a bit. The local desert. There used to be a racetrack. You see that road? There used to be a racetrack way back. Oh, is that a cave down there? I've never seen that before. Ooh. I don't know if I want to backtrack, but that's pretty cool. Where is it? There it is. Zoomed in too much. Wow, I think that, oh, it's outside the wire. I can't get there. All right, well, you can see it's on the desert. Not too hard to find. If you walk through here, the cars, yeah, but if I walk across the desert, unless they closed off that area, I don't see anybody out there. So it's hard to tell. They used to have quads in here, but I see no tracks. Here's the ruins I was looking for. Yeah, these bushes got a little bit taller since I was last here. That was one of the entryways here. Let's get up here. Let's see, I never really looked at these up close. I think they're just probably old ancient gendarme. Roman soldiers, probably pirates, keeping a lookout for their city. Pirates have a bad name, but they also kept security for their people. Highly protective, I'm sure. And it's definitely getting hot out here. Whew. Feels like the temperature just went up about 10 degrees. Probably because it's sun. All right, let's see what we got. Remnants of wall. Not much here, actually. This grew over. Oh, so much. You can't really see anything. See, it looks like just rubble, which is possible. Over the years, they would have just piled stuff up. I see something worth going to. And we keep going this way. We're going to run into the old library. Let's see, we'll go up this way. Litter. Stop littering. Oh. Let's see what we got. Oh, shade. Oh, it feels good. Just remnants of an old house. I don't think this is 2,000 years old. I'm going to go with maybe 1,000 to 1,500 years old. It doesn't seem to be the same construction, although these pieces here, those definitely were filtered. Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Look at this. Cool. I didn't know this was here. This is neat. I've never come over here. All right, so I'm gonna say this goes down quite a bit. I'm gonna guess 2 meters minimum based on this. Definitely some kind of guardhouse with walls. Whoa, see, you can see the sea here. And you'd be able to see ships coming from a long way off. So you used to be able to come down that road, go park up that way. Oh, look at this. See, from the other side, it's just an overgrown hill. And then, boom, there it is. That is just so cool. The ancient city of Heyday, it was established 700 BC, if I remember. Supposedly, Cleopatra came through here, Mark Antony, which means Greeks, Romans. The Scythians were there before the Greeks. This looks like it was another archway. This is rather interesting. This is really, really interesting. Definitely I could see teenagers coming up here and doing what teenagers do. Leave it up to your imagination. If you're interpreting that, I think you know what I mean. And this was a wall for sure. So it would have gone here, probably entryway. This is interesting. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to find out. I may have to go to the library. We have a local library here and go see what they have in the books. The ancient city and the Temple Apollo is just out of view. You can't see it from here. So it appears I'm walking over sand dunes with, I don't know if these are sea oats, I don't think they are. But each bump probably is a remnant of a post. Yeah, you know what? I can see rocks. So there's a wall here. This might have been like an interior wall. Maybe that was a bath, but I don't know. Again, I gotta get to that library. I have a book at home. I'll have to go through it and see if it's even listed in there. Looks like it's been there for quite a while. This is just unexplored area. I always wanted to come back in here, but usually we're on our way to elsewhere, to the Azamor Lounge on this side. No, wait, Azamor's on the other side. This would be Zula Lounge. Yeah, Zula Lounge is at the end of the beach here. Incredible view. Probably one of the most romantic dinners we've had beyond La Spezia, but the view is to kill for. It's just unbelievable view over the Mediterranean. All right, so let's go get lost in the sand dunes. Again, I think each one of these bumps, there's a building underneath, some sort of foundation. Don't think we're allowed to dig, but if I pretended I dropped something, maybe sift it away. But I'm not saying I would do that, just in case an official's watching. But it would be pretty cool to help discover some stuff here. Because taking it, no way. Destroying it, absolutely no way. But finding something new would be pretty sweet. All right. Well, it appears I went up a bit higher than I realized. I need to be down there and over that way to get to the library, which is over that way. Cool. So I hit a dead end up higher than the trees. So we can see the columns, the entryway of the city. I live that way. You can't see it from here. All right, let's go back down the hill. Let's see if this path gets me closer. Yes, whenever you see footsteps, it's, I don't want to say safe bet, but follow them if you ever get turned around, and you should be able to go in the sand. A little bit hard to tell which way is which, but this is the way I came up. I can tell based on my echo footprint in my golf shoes. See? So that's the way I know I came this way. And then we're gonna go down. There's the opening. And this way I remember. It's just a matter of which way. I'm going that way. So that's the way I remember much more clearly. We'll see if it's open though with the bushes. It should be. It's only been 2 years? Year or two. So don't forget, if If you haven't hit like already, make sure it's like. Definitely consider subscribing. We really appreciate it. It just drives me on. Just really excites me that I can show people places that, quite frankly, you probably will never get here. But if you do, let me know you're coming, and we'll go over to La Spezia, and we'll have some chai or something else, depending. But definitely call first. Leave a comment. All right. Did I do it wrong? Oh, it's supposed to be down there. Oh, it's been, like I said, it's been a while. Oh boy. All right. Well, they allowed the path to grow up, and I'm really not going to walk through that stuff. Oh no. That's the path I remember, and we got to find another way. Let's go. All right, take 3. Let's see if I can get through this way. I don't know. I'm going to have to go by the beach. If this isn't open here, I don't think I'm going to have a choice. Because I really don't want to go all the way back. I mean, I want the exercise, but not that much. Yeah, it's closed too. And we need to go that way. All right, we're heading to the beach. I know my way. Something cool as you're walking up here. Come up, see the remnants. 700 years ago. This is probably a fully functional opening. 2,000 years ago. It might not even have been built yet, but probably was. But again, look at these arches. That's gravity. There is some modern cement up there, you can see. But for the most part, this is original. Oh, and I see a big old lizard. I love lizards. I can see it from here. Where is he? You see him moving? That's a decent sized one. See him on that second block right above the grass? He's right there. Looking for a way over. This should be it. See, there's foundation under here. You can just feel it. I mean, you don't feel it physically, but I can feel it. Like, it's just here. I mean, look at this. Again, the sand billowed up over centuries with nobody touching it. But there's definitely something under us. We're getting there. See, tell me this does not look like a column and some sort of foundation here. This is definitely something in here. I don't think that's just a stump. It's hard to even see in there. That is nasty. I'm not putting my fingers in that though. Without some serious gloves. Ooh, clean marble. Look at that. I think that's modern. I see glue. Well, we're getting there. That's the back of the library. I don't remember it being so far, but I think because we were on the road and we've never come through the dunes except for the one path that's closed off from weeds and bushes. Let's give it a try. Go on. I see what looks like tortoise tracks occasionally. Nice. A road. Well, an ancient road, ancient path. And it's going to lead us to the past, to the present, and to the future. Oh no. Oh, jeez. They led me to a dead end. Are you kidding? Oh, great. I am not going through this. No way. Okay. So here's the back of the library. You make a beeline from the fence. It's really short, but of course, with all this scrub brush, there's nothing direct here. But I see column pieces this way. So hopefully this road is open, because that's the one I remember going down. The columns. This is the Agora over here too. Oh, I need to sit down somewhere. There's prickers going in my shoe. Oh, I'll just walk it off. Oh, no, I gotta stop. It hurts. All right. Fix that. That was getting a little painful there. Yeah, this is the road or path I remember. If you walk down this, takes you to the east gate. I don't know why this isn't open now. It seems like it is. Oh, yeah, that's the other side of it. So it goes to there. I remember there's a chair down that way. We can see that. I remember taking a video, and here we are. And either I'm in a place I'm not supposed to be because nobody's here, or I have it to myself. I remember they're doing a dig over here. Let's go see if we could find the hole, what they're doing. So real quick, look at this artisanship. Now, this is smoothed out. This is not so tight, but you can see in here the structure. It's pretty deep in there. This has been worn down quite a bit. Of course, the snail. You can see there's quite a bit. And this is just a storage area. This is where they bring stuff and then try to figure out where it goes. I can see remnants of columns. And you just see this stuff. And this stuff is going to be here for quite a long time until they actually find out where it goes and where it belongs. Just pieces, parts. All the column pieces are gone. I remember there were columns all through here. Oh, there's the brown column. See it? Different color. And the spiral columns. Definitely unique coloring. And those spiral columns are just so cool. How did they make those? You can see that's part of roofing. That was on ceilings. We've seen this at Ephesus. We've seen this where we were just at Sagalosis. Probably a couple other places, but these are just pieces, parts from ancient city of heyday. Oh, they covered up their dig. Let's see. Let's see if this went down any farther. No, actually they stopped digging. That was, I thought it was deeper, but I might have filled up. This part, I remember when we first came, wasn't open. It looks like they haven't done much else. But this is part of the library. It might have been part of an agora or some people. All right, now I feel like I'm not trespassing. Oh, look at this. Somebody just pointed out something cool. The lion head. I don't remember if we ever saw this before. Easy to miss though, depending how tall the grass is. But that's here. There's probably a few other things back in here. We poke every corner. Well, let's poke it. As long as we're here. And you can see this is still smooth. This is... How is it still smooth? Was it buried? And that had to be protected from erosion. You could see so much of this, and it probably was buried. 2 years ago, it was either 2 years ago, they found 6 new statues. This piece is unique. See the spiral cuts? These are everywhere, but not everywhere. It just depends, I think, on the dye. Or, again, how did, somebody said these could be gears. I can't argue that they weren't. They probably weren't, but they could be. I mean, it's a possibility. These seem a little bit more narrow. They're not as flat on top, but that could be erosion. That's a different style right here. That one's got a little bit more width to it. Just such unique columns. Again, this library here. Now, these columns up here are replicas. These were not here 2 years ago. You can go look at the video. And I'll try to link that in. I forget which one it is, but I've got so many videos of C-Day that you'll see this. It was probably the first time we came. And this was the Agora. We always thought this was a fountain, but it was an Agora, the shopping area, main shopping area. Now, over that wall is the modern shopping area. But in the future, ooh, I thought that was a scorpion. He's got good dinner. This would have been filled with shopkeepers, tents, carts, who knows. So let's look in here. Remember, there's some cool carving in here on the wall. Let's go check it out. these columns, actually that one looks like they found it, but these are modern. This was not here. That wall wasn't even here. I'm pretty sure that wall was not here. Let's see if I could find that video and put it up here. I remember going back in that corner and looking at this. Now that I've been here for a couple years, I really am starting to notice some details that you don't catch the first time. First time is all adrenaline and like a little kid in a candy shop. Now I'm starting to see things from visiting many other sites around southern and central Turkey. Again, here's some just scallop. I've never seen this before, ever. That is unique. That, I think, was part of an archway up. That's my guess. I would have walked under. Oh, no, actually, it would have been a corner piece. So, that one's there. Maybe it would have gone up here or over here, but there's the scallop looking down. Shattered part of a base of a column. And you wonder, how did this stuff get broken? Did somebody come in here and damage it? Like somebody like invading armies. From what I can recall from history, supposedly no army forcefully overtook heyday. They gave it up peacefully because they didn't want it destroyed. But again, history's written by the victors. And the victors might not have survived the one after. But eventually, I got a feeling this is all going to be finished up one way or another. Just very cool stuff. There's big dredging machines over here. Got a feeling, because they were clearing stuff out, we weren't allowed back in here last time. This was all machinery in here. I see a hole in the ground. Of course, I got to go put my nose in it. See what they found. Nothing. Mud. There probably was something here. Maybe they're trying to see how deep it goes. But you can see this is all from the sea. This is not the same type of building material you find up in the mountains. Intermesos has some of this, but again, that's fairly close. Sagalosis, some of it's there like this. Etena, well, it was pretty high up and we couldn't find most of the city. You can check that video out too. That was a frustrating trip. It's definitely worth it, but really frustrating that we never found, we couldn't get to the top. It just kept being blocked. Every path we took, every one we made just did not work. I remember they were working around the corner here. There's the exit that goes into the modern city. The Emperor's Hall, I believe they call this. It's not much of a hall right now, but this, oh, look at the marble. Oh, this went somewhere and nowhere. There might have been more, you just don't know. Again, you know, for centuries, people could have pilfered this and just taken away stone after stone. These statues are replicas. Obviously, it says replica. But the good ones are inside the Heyday Museum. I'll cover that in another video because I'm getting burnt. I shouldn't be up too much longer in the sun, but there's really no shade anywhere, so that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, it's hot, but pretty cool what I'm looking at. This is what I remember they were working on up here. They had big scaffolding in here. Let's see what's here. All right, so a well. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's a well. That went down pretty far. You don't just make a big circle without that being a well. Fountain, maybe here. Actually, I could see there would have been something here with a pipe. These folks are phenomenal with water. The Greeks, the Romans, they knew how to literally take water out of a stone. Here you can see a couple different civilization buildings. You got the arch, it looks fairly modern. And then this wall, whenever there's a column, I know it was built later. This was not accessible before. These stones look like they made them currently. Used to be able to come through here for free, but now you gotta pay. But I think it's worth it for 10 euros. But again, get that museum pass. That's the way to do it. Let's go back down that way. Let's see what else we can access through here. Let's explore this area real quick. Mainly because it's shade. Oh, there was a door here. Oh, I bet that went down and to the left, because the sea is to my left, and it probably went to an ancient harbor. This is unique here. I think there's wood scaffolding up there for lookouts. Again, so much is missing. It's really hard to tell what's what. Actually, you know, that might be the ancient hospital. If that is, they rebuilt that. Wow. We're gonna go check that out before I head into the modern area. I found what looks like steps going down towards me. And, oh, I see if I can reach. Oh, look at this. I think they had secret tunnels here. On the other side of this, we would have the theater. So you can see that 19. I've been on that trail a while ago when nobody was allowed back there. I kind of, well, there's no fence, so I went. But I got a feeling there's steps going down under the Agora. So I always think there's always underground stuff everywhere. Not a conspiracy theory, but for real. All right, we're gonna get back to that big building there. We're getting to the back of the theater here. You can see this is just a hodgepodge of stone and rock, just put together over time. Columns are just shoved in there. Again, you don't know who started doing what at when, but this is, it's definitely gonna be getting bigger. One day we'll be allowed back in here. This gate's been here as far as I know for a long time. Oh, here you can see the remnants. This is new. This was not open when we came through last time. You got poppies everywhere. This street would have gone all the way down to the east wall, so people would come in and come straight into the Agora. To prove it, there. I love these signs. These are brand new. Whoever put these up, thank you. So you can see the eastern wall was here, coming up, and I'm right here. So now we're gonna go back down this path and into this area, which I haven't been to in a while. So I got back up into here a while ago, but I doubt it's open. This is just so cool. We did this at night. You want to talk about an experience. Really brings out the ghosts of the past. Walking down here, you got to be careful. The lighting, that's what these things are. They're lights, they're not ancient relics. But the lighting is pretty decent at night, although it's still eerie. There were two young ladies walking. They were giggling quite loudly, probably more out of nerves. I think they were city girls. Let's see where this goes. See if we can find the side streets that I was able to go down a while ago. See stairs that lead to nowhere right now. Back in the day, everything to my left would have been housing. Now it's just huge overgrown weeds. I don't even think cows would want to eat this stuff. They usually tie a cow to a tree, a horse. They'll clean out the area pretty good, bring in a couple goats, but they're not bringing them in here right now. They do require upkeep. We can see down below. Below here is a sewer. This just absolute amazing what they could do with the water. All right, I think that building is the ancient hospital. So let's go see. Maybe they turned it into some sort of museum. Workers leaving for the day. If they're coming from that way, that means something to the right is going to be open. Ooh, This is new to me. Let's see what's here. Oh, whoa. There's this game. We think it's some sort of game. The kids would have scratched this in and just played some sort of game. Oh, wow, look at this. Wow, they're opening up a huge new area. Wow. This was not even in January, I think. These guys have been working hard. Technically, I don't think I'm supposed to be in there, but we'll see in a minute. Probably just like 1,500, 2,000 years ago. People going home, wherever home was down there. This looks brand new, opened up. Wow, they have been digging like crazy. This is so cool. Yeah, ancient city of Heyday, definitely worth coming. Yeah, this is the hospital structure. So this, I'll show you the video on this one. We remember there's a couple having their pictures taken. It doesn't say do not enter, it just says danger of collapse. That building is not coming down. Wow, this is really impressive. Really, really impressive. You could see how much dirt they've pulled out of here. This is just incredible. I mean, this whole area was just nothing but ancient buildings. So they got chains going up. All right. I don't see any cameras except mine. Let's take a peek.